Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good evening, grade 9. Inshallah, today I'll solve problem 5 and good at 5. So, open your book page 394, solving square root and other radical equations. So, first of all, in problem 5, he asked me what is the solution of the square root of 2x plus 1 minus the square root of x equals 1. So, the first step here, what should we do? Here we have the square root of x, so we must transpose it to the other side. So the square root of 2x plus 1 is equal to 1 plus the square root of x. So here we have a problem. What's the problem here? We have the square root. So what should we do? I'll say by squaring both sides. So here the square root of 2x plus 1 power 2 is equal to 1 plus the square root of x whole power 2. The square root cancel power 2 and the remainder will be 2x plus 1 is equal to 1 plus the square root of x all power 2. It's perfect square. So first squared plus 2 multiplied by first multiplied by second plus the second squared. So 1 plus 2 multiplied by the first multiplied by the second, it will be 2 the square root of x plus the square root of x power 2 equals x. Transpose to the other side and combine like terms. So 2x plus 1 is minus negative 2 the square root of x minus x is equal to 0. Here combine like terms. 2x minus x equals 1x plus 1 minus 1 equals 0 minus 2 the square root of x is equal to, so we have here x minus 2x is equal to 0. Here we have x and x power half. What should we do? The first step, you must transpose to the square root of x to the other side. So x or equal to the square root of x. Here now we can do it. So by squaring both sides. Why Mr. we squared? As the square root of x I can't do it. So I'll cancel it using the square. So here it will be x power 2 is equal to 2 the square root of x power 2. It will be 4 only x. Now it's easy for me to find the value of x by transposing 4 to the other side and factorize. So x power 2 minus 4x is equal to 0. Here take x as a common factor and factorize. X power 2 divided by x, it will be x minus 4x divided by x, it will be 4 is equal to 0. Now we have 2. X multiplied by x minus 4 equals 0 and we divide it, or so x is equal to 0 or x is equal to 4. Take the first, x equals 0, or take the second, x equals 4. So now it's the values of x, but I don't know if my answer is correct or not, so you must check your answers. Okay, so when x is equal to 0, the equation, the square root of 2x plus 1, the square root of 2x plus 1 is equal to 1 plus the square root is equal to 1. No problem, they are the same. 1 plus the square root of x. Substitute when x equals 0. So when x is equal to 0, so the square root of 2 power multiplied by 0 equals 0 plus 1 will be the square root of 1, which is 1. Here is the left hand side. Let's go to the right hand side. So it will be 1 plus the square root of 0, which is 1 also. So now we have 1 and 1. So x is equal to 0 satisfies the equation. Here is the first one. The second, when x is equal to 4. So when we substitute, 2 multiplied by 4 equals 8 plus 1 equals 9. So the square root of 9 is equal to 3. Here is the left hand side. And 1 plus the square root of 4, which is 1 plus the square root of 4, which is 1 plus 2 equals 3. Now we have 2. Here 3 and 3. So x, substitute the equation, so x equals 3, and then solution set is equal to the set of 0 and 3. That's it. Here is got it, or problem 5. Let's go to got it 5. Okay, here in got it number 4. What is the solution of the square root of 5x plus 4 minus the square root of x equals 4? The first step, we transpose the square root of x to the other side and follow the same steps of problem number 4. So here solution. The square root of 5x plus 4 is equal to 4 plus the square root of x by squaring both sides. By squaring both sides. So the first side, or the left hand side, 5x plus 4 whole power 2 is equal to 4 plus the square root of x all power 2. Here we cancel power 2 with the square root, and here's the perfect square. So 5x plus 4 is equal to the first square, so it will be 16, plus 2 multiplied by 4, it will be 8, the square root of x, plus the square root of x power 2, it will be only 1x. Here we combine like terms. So 5x plus 4, negative 16, negative x is equal to 8, the square root of x. Why, Mr. we didn't transpose the square root of x as problem 5? As when we transpose it in problem 5, we didn't find like terms, so we retranspose it again. So خلاص, in one step. So 5x minus x, it will be 4x. 4 minus 16, it will be negative 12, is equal to 8, the square root of x. Here, by squaring both sides, when we square it, so the first one, 4x, or I have another one, I have another idea to make it simpler. Here, divide by 2. When we divide by 2, or it's okay to divide it by 4, 4x divided by 4, it will be x minus 12 divided by 4 equals 3. 8 divided by 4 equals 2, the square root of x. Now it's easy, or easier for me to find it. So I'll say by squaring both sides. X minus 3 power 2, so it will be x power 2 plus 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by x, it will be 6x. Here it's negative 6x plus 9 is equal to 2 the square root of x power 2, it will be 4x. It's easy for me now, so we transpose 4x to the other side, as we have 6x here. Negative 6x plus 9, negative 4x is equal to 0. X power 2, negative 6x, negative 4x, it will be negative 10x plus 9 is equal to 0. Can we factorize it? Yeah, we can. So open two brackets. Here, two numbers that we multiply to get 9 and we add to get 10, so it will be 9 and 1 is equal to 0. So x and the x, 9, 1. Once we have add here, put the sign of the middle term for both of them. Now the first, so x is equal to 9 or x is equal to 1. But I don't know if my answer is correct or not, so you must check. Check your answer. When x is equal to 9, So the equation was the square root of 5x plus 4, the square root of 5x plus 4 is equal to 4 plus the square root of x. When x is equal to 9, so 5 multiplied by 9 equals 45 plus 4 is equal to 7. And here 4 plus the square root of 9, which is 3, equals 7. So 7 is equal to 7. So x equals 9 satisfies the equation, so x equals 9. Here, when x equals 1, so the square root of 5x plus 4, 5 multiplied by 1 plus 4, it will be 9, is equal to 4 plus the square root of x, which is 4 plus 1, the square root of 9, 3, and therefore plus 1 equals 5. As 3 is equal to 5, no. So x equals 1, rejected. Why, mister? As it doesn't satisfy the equation. So solution set here, then solution set is equal to only the set of 9. That's it. Problem 5 and good at 5. Thank you for listening.